Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And some of my subscribers have awared me that Kenobi, aka the Bruce Wayne of the fitness industry, is starting to sell creatine. So let me put on my +5 out of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. You know, there was a time when I had hope for Kenobi. I thought he might be the chosen one. Maybe because I saw a guy who was coming on promoting standing presses, weighted chin-ups, getting strong at those lifts, getting strong at some of the basic barbell lifts, right? And saying you don't need supplements. Right? When he first came on the scene, I said, you know what? I might like this guy. Till he started obsessing about other stuff and then started saying, writing in his books that squats and deadlifts would ruin your physique. Things like that. And he really promoted this whole ultra lean thing by starving yourself and all of that. But mainly I had a problem with the squats and the deadlifts. And then he started selling supplements. And promoting horrific form on all of his presses. Like Snap City form, internal rotation, and I called some of that out. But the thing is, he fancied himself the Bruce Wayne of the fitness industry because he comes from a wealthy family and everything. But because he did all those other things, his Bruce Wayne needed a Bane, and I am that Bane. So, Bruce, speak of the devil, and it shall appear. So, creatine. We'll jump on that in a minute. Actually, I hadn't watched any of his videos in about a month. I went over and saw that he talked about longer fasts, and I actually watched the whole video. And I'm glad that at least someone like him who's promoting intermittent fasting is telling people basically, he said it politely. I'll give him that. He's polite. He basically said if you do a 3-day fast and you're concerned about keeping your muscle mass, that you're stupid. That's basically what he said. You're going to need a lot of anabolic drugs to pull that one off. And you're not even going to lose more body fat. I mean, the absurdity of the idea that you're going to lose more fat instead of just more muscle by fasting like longer than 24 hours is absurd. Your body has a finite amount of fat it will lose even on 0 calories, right? You're not necessarily even going to lose more fat depending on how active you are. A lot of you aren't going to lose more fat on a complete 3-day fast than if you had eaten 2,000 calories in each of those days, depending on how much you burn. There is a limit to how much body fat you can lose in a 24-hour period of time. There's a limit. And it's determined by the amount of fat you have. The more fat you have, the faster you can lose it. So someone who has twice as much body fat on them as someone else can lose twice as much in a day. Because there's basically a caloric limit you can extract from fat cells. And everything beyond that is coming from either glycogen stores or it's coming from your muscle tissue. That's it. Everything beyond that threshold, that's where it's coming from. So you're going to have to pull it from somewhere. The only thing might be that certain drugs might help with that partitioning a bit. And if you're not doing drugs, it's just stupid. You're going to lose muscle, you're going to lose performance, and you're not even going to feel good. It's not a sustainable lifestyle. Everyone wants a quick fix. And that's the reality. What you're doing has to be a long-term thing. Nothing short-term ever works in the long term. I'll give him credit for bringing all that up. I'll give him credit for that because he's right. He's right. I mean, hell, even I fast for about 4 hours every morning. I've been losing weight again. I do a lot of my morning activities before I eat breakfast. I do. I wait about 4 hours before I eat. When I get ready to train, that's when I start eating. So, there's nothing necessarily wrong with fasting for caloric control. There's nothing wrong with it. You just need to be careful if you're trying to maximize muscle gains. You got to be very, very careful with any sort of fasting. Any sort. But, that being said, let's get over to the creatine. You know, that's the thing, one of the things I've harped on him about. This is a guy who had said early on, you don't need supplements, and he was right. Now he sells them, but the thing is, people are going to say, but Jason, creatine works. We don't need more creatine products out there. I just checked Amazon, right? I checked Amazon, and for $10, for $9.99, guess what? I can buy a 2-month supply of pure creatine monohydrate, right? A name brand with a big label on it. Name brand, that's not even the bulk stuff. I mean, you get a cheaper bulk, but that's $10. Amazon Prime, that's free shipping and no tax. It's $9.99 for 2 months. 72 days, right? It's 72 servings. Well, shorter months, that's longer than 2 months. Then I saw another one from like Optimal Nutrition, it's $15. $15. 114 day supply. That's almost 3 months. So basically, creatine, the creatine that's been proven to work, straight up creatine monohydrate, that's the one that's got studies on it. $5 for a 1 month supply from big name brands. Now you can buy it by the kilo, but I don't recommend. You got to be careful getting kilos of white powder shipped to your house. You got to probably watch that, unless you're Cali Muscle, the booty warrior. But that's what creatine costs. So he's got this product, and it's a 30-day supply. No price is listed. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say, because he's thrown these other ingredients in, they don't help. That's garbage. That's nonsense. Just talking about chelating estrogen out of your body. All right, guys, if you have normal, healthy estrogen levels and you lower your estrogen levels, your dick doesn't work. Right? So you guys want to get all ripped and try to lower your estrogen below the healthy level so you can look better, but you're not going to be able to get a hard on, and you won't have a sex drive. That makes a lot of sense. Also, lowering your estrogen levels below the healthy range reduces muscle growth. Estrogen's anabolic, just in case you guys don't know that. Assuming his product even does that, but he's got like an estrogen blocking product of questionable value thrown in with his creatine. Well, creatine is the only thing in there that works. And creatine doesn't work for everybody. A third of the population are non-responders. Seems to be largely dietary based. I'm a non-responder. You know, that came up, yeah, I said that the other day, and someone said, it's because you only do 1 rep. Yeah, because I've only done 1 rep my entire life. Because I totally have never done 20 rep squat programs. I've never worked in the 10 to 15 rep range. Yeah, okay. Creatine didn't work for me back then either. Back at the time, first time I tried creatine, you know, if I was capable of benching 225 for 10 reps, I added a loading dose of creatine, it stayed at 10 reps. I couldn't get 11 even after the loading phase of creatine. My 10 rep max was still the same. Didn't go up. I didn't gain reps. Doesn't do anything for me. Creatine's never done anything for me. But, you know, 2/3 of the population, apparently it helps a little bit. There's data on it. But it's just a creatine monohydrate. The studies don't show that any of these other formulas are superior. So he's selling creatine, and here's what I'm going to say. This is where we come over to that greed and trying to sell your brand. If he charges more than $5 for this product, because I can go on Amazon right now and have it tomorrow, I can have, for $10, I can have a 2-month supply. 72 servings. He's got 30 servings. So the value of it's $5. If he charges $7 for it, it's not a good value, right? Because I can go to Amazon right now and have it to me tomorrow. I can have it tomorrow. $10, 2-month supply. So if he starts charging $7 or $8 for this product, it's a ripoff. I predict, based upon his other marketing, he's going to want like $29.99, $39.99 for it, which is going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 6 to 8 times the actual value of the product that other people sell the exact same thing for, because this proprietary blend doesn't matter. And that's kind of the point. Why do we need another creatine product on the market? There's already the cheap stuff. People can just buy pure creatine monohydrate. The stuff that's been studied, been shown to work, they can buy it right now. And, you know, I have no problem with people marketing things that are of value. You know what? I have bought a Kinobody product. I actually have. I bought a pair of his microplates last year. Why? Because they were $1 cheaper than the competitor on Amazon for the exact same thing. How's that? How's that for showing support with someone you don't like? They had the same product that I wanted. It was $1, $2, and up to $5 cheaper than the competitors. Next day delivery from Amazon. What do you think I did? I paid $1 less for his. Insert jokes there. Paid $1 less. That was a good value, right? It was the exact same product for $1 cheaper. Why wouldn't I buy that? Common sense. So I bought a Kenobi product. I don't have a problem buying a product of value, that I get value for my money. But if you're going to sell creatine, because that's all the only thing in there worthwhile is the creatine, and you start throwing these silly proprietary blends on, and you're not selling it at a competitive price, you're a con artist. Then again, a lot of people would say, you know, that people are stupid enough to buy it when they could just do some basic research, and don't they deserve to have their money taken from them? That's a valid point. That's a valid point. But there's got to be people out there putting it out. Doing the research might be watching my video and saying, okay, well, do I like Kenobi enough to pay more for his product than to go to Amazon and buy one for a sixth of the price or a fifth of the price or whatever he's charging for the exact same thing? Do I like him enough to do that I want to support his work? And that's ultimately what it comes down to. You can do it because you're a fanboy, and if that's what you choose to do, you want to give him an extra $20 a month in a donation instead of doing a donate button or PayPal or donating directly to him. You want to buy his product? Okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But you need to understand that you're not getting any more value for the money. You're simply supporting someone that you like, who's probably making a pretty good living already. But that's your prerogative. That's your call. But that is what it is. People need to understand that that is what it is. You aren't getting a better product. You're getting a ripoff from a product value perspective if he charges more than $5 for this product. So we'll see what he charges for it. If it's $6.99, he's ripping you off unless you just want to give him that extra $2 a month as a donation. Pretty straightforward. But do we really need more creatine products on the market? You can buy pure creatine monohydrate bulk as it is. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.